Hey everybody, it's Mike from The Mike Wagner Show. If you like The Mike Wagner Show and you want to make your own podcast, well, let me tell you about Anchor. First of all, it's free. Secondly, there's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. You can also add any song from Spotify directly to your episodes. The possibilities are endless. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you. You can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, many more. You can also make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor FM to get started.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios.
Hi, this is Mia Mosensia, also known as Mia No Time for Love. Check out my latest book, Missing, available in print and ebook formats on Amazon.
It's now time for the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios and sponsored by international award-winning author Mia Mosensia of Missing. The Mike Wagner Show can be heard on over 40 podcast platforms, as well as HamiltonRadio.net, Diamonds FM, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. We can be heard in over 100 countries, featuring over 1,000 well-known and amazing guests throughout the globe. And named one of the top 100 global podcasts in the New York Weekly Times, Hollywood Entertainment News, Los Angeles Weekly Times, Apple, and Chartable. So sit back and relax and enjoy another great episode of the award-winning Mike Wagner Show.
Hey everybody, it's Mike from the Mike Wagner Show, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention the Mike Wagner Show, get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios, take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international war-wearing author Mia Mosensia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon in paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Mosensia has garnered great reviews, and Eve 11 enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassie, Forbes Riley, and Mills. So grab your copy today for Goes Missing by Mia Mosensia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Wagner Show at themikewagnershow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, heard in over 100 countries, including Facebook, SoundCloud, Spreaker, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. Also, Anchor FM, iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, Audible, Apple Music. Also on HamiltonRadio.net, Diamonds FM, Oldies Radio, and a few networks coming soon. Take the Mike Wagner Show on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Wagner Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Wagner Show on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok today. And for great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. T-shirts, pop sockets, throw pillows, tote bags, hoodies, baseball gear. Makes great gifts 24/7. Go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Wagner Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia. For great books like Missing, Once, and Wrinkles, also t-shirts, pop sockets, hoodies, phone cases, and more. Amazon.com/Mia Mosensia. Check it out today. I'll support the Mike Wagner Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWagnerShow.com. Make sure you do so today. Well, here are the terrific gentleman who's the world's only African-American king, guru, minister, and founder of the Mind Tuning Philosophy and Foundation of Youth Teachings. He's also a SAG actor, singer, songwriter, recording artist, and of course there's more. He's also a musician, clean comedy comedian, and also he's a Manhattan cable TV host and producer, entrepreneur, and also a civic leader. And he hosted a Caribbean radio show. He's also vice president and partner of New York Global Biz Magazine. He also spent years as a runaway foster child, plays saxophone in Lauryn Hill's That Thing video. And of course, he's also got a great story to tell too. And I'd like to talk about the Mind Tuning Radio Project and what's upcoming. We'll find out more live, ladies and gentlemen, from the Plus Studios in beautiful downtown New York City. The amazingly multi-talented and world's only African-American king, guru, minister, and more, and the founder of Mind Tuning Philosophy. Ladies and gentlemen, the very multi-talented King Melvin Brown. King Melvin, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thanks for joining us, your royalty.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, I'm just glad to be here. I just thank our great friends, Eileen Shapiro, and and my good friend and publicist, Irma Tyus Mitchell. And I thank you for having me. It's wonderful.
And
Heard so many good things about you.
and what I'm returning the favor. A lot of great things about you is just like, you've got a huge King Scroll laundry list. Mine's just like maybe a little, but and of course you want to give me some more too. That's fine too. So the world's only African American king, guru, minister, and also founder of the Mind Tuning Philosophies Foundation of Youth Teachings. Also, you're an actor as well too, singer, songwriter, recording artist, as well as a musician, clean comedy comedian, also as Manhattan cable TV host. You're also a producer as well. Also, entrepreneur, civic leader, and more as well. Vice president, partner of New York Global Biz magazine. You spent years as a runaway foster child, played saxophone in Lauryn Hill's That Thing video. You also heading up Mind Tuning Radio. You also have an upcoming book. And before getting all that, King Melvin, tell us how you first got started.
Oh, well, that's a good place to start, is any. Basically, foster child, mom wasn't, too well, and that we went into the foster care system, and been in the orphanages, been in different foster homes, and then eventually, I actually went to before going to those unbelievable, grueling, and not so good foster homes. I eventually land with some parents that was pretty middle class, pretty upscale, and taught us, we had this Saturday, you had to go to Bible class. Sunday we had to go to church. So she wouldn't let us actually play with the regular kids, and she was strict but wonderful. Showed us the upscale lifestyle, Sag Harbor, the Hamptons, and then I got to a ripe teenage, years, and she wouldn't let me have no girlfriends, and I was like, this is. Then I became a runaway. I'm like, we can't do this, So I ran away from home and started the street life, and just got into all kind of, because what's out there for the street kids is a lot of mischief and a lot of, the first time you're having freedom and you're running wild and just going crazy, and so I really was very fortunate that I didn't get in any real trouble, because she did taught us, how far to go, and I had those teachings in when my friends wanted to do something really crazy, I'm like, okay, time for me to leave. I'm out of here. So I had enough sense to not really get really in trouble and incarcerate anything like that. But I know about street life and being out there in the street, and being able to just have the rough streets trouble staring in the face. So my heart goes out to runaways and foster care kids and orphans, because I'm from that community. And I like to say I'm kind of like the phoenix, rising from the ashes.
Oh, yeah, I'm familiar with that term. Yeah, I can see you at very clearly too. And you're an epitome of that, rising from the phoenix. That's amazing.
Yes, I'm grateful, mentors saw something in me, and people pulled me by the coat and gave me some good coaching, and kept me close to them. And so every time I do anything, I'm always conscious of raising money for foster care, orphans, adoption. So that's my heart. Every actor has their what they want to give charity to. So I'm always interested in raising money for the runaways, orphans, adopted children. That's my heart, and I always make sure I keep something aside to be able to build. And I'm talking about a mansion. I think I'm out of the box. I'm talking about when I was a foster kid, it was such a stigma. You didn't want nobody to know that, because you were so you felt like a left shoe. You didn't feel, confident. You didn't want. It was an embarrassment. So the kind of orphanage I'm going to make is with my friends in the Screen Actors Guild. They got all these mansions that they just don't even live in, and they have write-offs. So I'm asking all of them, you got to give me a mansion for the program for these kids. So it's just amazing. My sister and I, we always just were very close, and we kind of ran the streets together. And we know that when we create and talk to these children, we're not talking from theory. We're talking from experience. So they feel us when we talk to them. That's why I created the philosophy called the mind tuning philosophy. And elaborate a little bit about that. The mind tuning philosophy, I have a simple saying. If the mind is out of tune, your life going to be out of tune.
Makes sense.
And if your life is in tune, if your mind is in tune, your life going to be in tune. So it's basically it's a conversation, not any conversation. It's a powerful conversation that's kind of out of the box. We talk about things, how to recreate yourself. We talk about your stories in your mind versus the facts, because some of them be confused. And we make sure you get them real clear and square. And if you're carrying a lot of baggage, which I was carrying a lot of baggage, we create a program, we call it Let Go and Release. And we sit and have you have this conversation that have you really understand that you have the power to reinvent yourself, and you have all the solutions. But we just got to show you that you are equipped to transform your life. If you don't like the way your life is, we will show you how to go into yourself and be able to find those tools to recreate yourself and be, do, and have anything you want, because we teach that kind of ability in the mind tuning philosophy.
Mm-hmm. You talked about the mind tune, having like your mind being right, your brain being right, and everything else. Also, the Let Go Baggage program. How about some of the other programs that are tied to it?
That's what.
How about some of the other programs that are tied to it? You talked about the Let Go Baggage if your mind is not right whatsoever, and how about some of the other programs that are also tied to it, offshoots and everything else?
Well, we also teach mind tuning, teaches how to tune your mind through meditation. We also have a course that we talk about how to recreate yourself. We also have a program on your story versus the facts. We also teach a course called The Fountain of Youth.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody wants to know how to live longer, how to live healthier. We teach that. I've been fasting for over 30, 40 years.
Wow.
And we let people understand that they think the Fountain of Youth is an illusion. But the fact is, old age is an illusion.
Mm-hmm.
The fact and how we prove that is, if everyone at a certain age was at the same physical condition, then that would be the fact. But you and I know you have people that take care of themselves in a proper way, that when they get to a certain age, you don't even know what age they are because they're still functional. And we teach people that this great miracle machine called the body is probably the only thing, if you know the manual, how to operate the manual, it reproduces itself and recreates itself. And if you know the manual very well and know how to cleanse it, how to meditate, and how to eat the right things and take care of it properly, you literally do not have to experience old age, disease, sickness, and early death. You do not have to experience that. So it's very, very powerful. And I like the program. We call it the Let Go and Release program, where people come in with a lot of baggage, a lot of pain. And we have wonderful theatrical exercises where they can go into a room and let it all hang out. Everything goes. And when they come out of that, it's usually a major wall falls down and a new being emerges. It's so beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, that's so amazing. That has to be that too. And we'll talk more about that as well too. I'll talk about your career as well too, being actor, singer, songwriter, and more. Also have an upcoming book. But first, listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at sonicwebstudios.com for all your needs. Look at a professional website without breaking your budget. Sonic Web Studios is the answer. Sonic Web Studios offers fast, affordable custom web designs that blow the competition away. Call today, 1-800-303-3960. That's 1-800-303-3960. Or email to support@sonicwebstudios.com. Mention Mike Whitener's show. Get 20% off your first project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level. Also, time to give official shout out to our official sponsor of the Mike Whitener Show, international warring author Mia Molson-Zia. If you love fast-paced mysteries, you'll love Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing is fast-paced and intriguing with an unforgettable twist. Takes place in 4 countries, 2 strangers, 1 target, where truth is illusion and those you love will be the first go missing. It's available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. Missing by Mia Molson-Zia has garnered great reviews, and Eve Levin enjoys by Howard celebrities, including Joanna Cassidy, Ford Riley, and Manils. So grab your copy today for Girls Missing by Mia Molson-Zia, available on Amazon. Also, check out the Mike Whitener Show at themikewhitenershow.com on over 40 podcast platforms, heard in over 100 countries, also on HamiltonRadio.net, Diamonds FM, Oldies Radio, and more. Take us with you on any mobile device. Subscribe to the Mike Whitener Show on the YouTube channel. Follow the Mike Whitener Show on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok today. For great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com and check out the Mike Whitener Show podcast. And for more great gift ideas, go to Amazon.com/Mia Molson-Zia for great books, merchandise, and more. I'll support the Mike Whitener Show on Anchor FM, PayPal, and the MikeWhitenerShow.com. Make sure you do so today. We're here with the terrific world's only African-American king, guru, minister, founder of Mind Tuning Philosophy and the Foundation of Youth Teachings, King Melvin Brown here on the Mike Whitener Show. And before we continue on with the mind tuning philosophy as well too, and it's really interesting. You also have been like just multi-talented all across the board. You're an actor, singer, songwriter, recording artist, musician, clean comedy comedian, TV host in Manhattan, entrepreneur, and civic leader, host of a Caribbean radio show. And you said you've been an actor as well too, and tell us how you got involved in acting.
Well, that's a good question, Mike. Actually, I was so abused as a foster child.
Well, I think there are some technical difficulties with King Melvin here on the Mike Whitener Show. And okay, you had your microphone off for just a minute. So go on what you're saying.
Excuse me for that. What I was saying, that about 6th grade, I didn't talk. I was that abused, full of fear, and they didn't know. They thought I was a mute. I wouldn't talk. It's just that I was traumatic when it comes to fear, So I used to have a lot of problems communicating. Mm-hmm. So I went to the doctor, and they tried to figure out what was wrong with these headaches. And just like the universe, I always believe in universal principles. It was kind of weird for a doctor to say, we can't find nothing wrong with you, but you need an outlet, and it should be theater.
Mm-hmm.
I said, that's kind of weird for a doctor to tell me, but sometimes the universe just create magic like that. So I'm in Harlem one day, and I see a guy giving out flyers. So about be full self-expressed. So I knew. I said, "Wow, that sounds interesting." So I go to the theater, and everyone got up and said, "Oh, I'm going to be an actor," because you got to be in a circle. And everybody said, "Well, I'm going to be an actor. I'm going to be an actress." And when it got to me, I sheepishly got up and said, "I just want to be able to speak," and I sat right down.
Interesting.
So 6 weeks went by. It was a 6-week program, and it was to my 5th and a half week. And everybody was sharing in the circle. Everybody was expressing themselves. And the director said one thing, it's a shame. All of this money some people paid for this course, you're going to leave out of here the same way you came in here. Mike, that gave me such a shock wave in my brain, because I knew I was a live person that was buried 6 feet under and couldn't scratch my way out. And that frightened the hell out of me. For me to know that I was going to leave out of there, and this was a place that could help me, and for me to stay there and not open my mouth. I jumped up and I said, I want to speak. And everybody, the whole place shut down. Said, everybody sit to your chairs. And everybody knew I didn't say one word. And then I said to them, I can't speak. I'm afraid to speak. And they asked me what happened? And I told them all of the trauma that I went through. And next thing you know, I was bawling like a river. And everybody wanted to console me. They said, no, sit in your chairs. They said, talk about it. And when I finished talking about it, it was the most beautiful experience ever. And I never forgot. They said, those people that did things to you, what would you like to say to them? And they gave me a New York Times newspaper, never forget. And they said, go over here, and every time you talk to these people, hit that bar. By the time I finished hitting that bar, Mike, it was a shred. I didn't have any newspaper left. It was a liberation and we couldn't get out of the class until we created a play out of our experiences. So everybody that came to see me, they didn't know who that was. This was a kid that couldn't talk, couldn't express himself. All of a sudden, I'm singing, I'm telling jokes. My family was like, who the hell is that? So I really got into acting to save my life. So that's why I owe everything to the arts. Anything I do, I'm always going to be contributing to the arts because it actually saved my life. And then I enjoyed it so much. Then I started going on auditions and it got into the Screen Actors Guild. And I found out I was a pretty good musician, singer-songwriter. All of these talents was hidden. And all of a sudden, when I was able to get my voice, they just come springing up. And it was just a beautiful thing to be able to express yourself and make people laugh and make beautiful music and art. And that's how it came about.
That's rather fascinating. And I love that story about the New York Times. And so it's like, that being thick and everything else, it's like, if I found it shredded, I'd be pretty ticked off. I'd pay like what, $3 for like a daily, $5 for a Sunday or something. I want the comics in that thing, not shredded up. Oh my gosh. It's like, it's too big of an investment to be shredding a paper like that, especially New York Times. My goodness.
I know.
Oh my
gosh. I want to give you a clean joke, a comedy joke, because I brand myself as a clean comic.
Oh yes, that's right. I was going to mention that, but go ahead since you brought it up.
Well, I belong to a family that's pretty brainiac. They got all kind of degrees. So I didn't dig school like that. And they would always say, you need to go back and get your degree. And I just wanted to be a regular guy. I wasn't interested in financial institutions, but finally they talked me into it. Mike, give me some love because I finally got my PhD.
Woo, congratulations.
Thank you very much. But I got to come clean. That stands for Public High School Diploma.
I like that. That's a good way of looking at it. Yeah. Public high school diploma. That's a good way of looking at it. I never thought of it before. You're teaching me some good lessons, Melvin, or should I say King Melvin? That's amazing.
When I tell that joke, they have a fit because I roll them into it and they like, oh yeah, give them a round of applause. And then I said, I got to come clean. I'm supposed to be a pastor. I can't lie. Public high school diploma. They fall out. And then I said, I said, well, at least I did get my MBA. And they said, oh, well, I said, massive bank account. Thank you.
Massive bank account. I love that one.
Well, see, children can come and hear my comedy. That's why I brand it as clean comedy. Sometimes I come on the stage with a broom and they're like, what the heck is this guy coming on with a tuxedo? What does he come with a broom for? I said, sorry, that's my branding. I'm doing clean comedy. Do boom, boom.
I like that. Yes, and it made me think of one of the comedians that did clean comedy. I think it was who was it? Doug Coulier from Full House. He was doing a little troop on that. So it's just like, we love to hear clean comedy for a change too. It's
Yeah,
like
shit. And a couple of ones in my time. Bill Cosby was with a clean comic, and Sinbad.
Mhm.
So I just kind of got kind of snuffed under the rug a little bit. Because listen, I like the other stuff too. Now I grew up on the other stuff, but me being a pastor, I said it probably I'll probably get some good kudos with the guy upstairs. If I do clean comedy.
You know what? You mentioned Bill Cosby in there doing clean comedy. It made me think of that comedy skit. Noah, you want me to build an ark?
Oh
Right.
God.
I still remember that comedy skit. Oompa, oompa. You want me to do this?
Oh, classic.
Right.
Yes, yes, yes. Oh my goodness.
I still remember that. It's like I think people need to remember that Bill Cosby did clean comedy, back in the day as well too. And
Yes. So I'm not saying that I created it, but I just think it just fits my kind of background, being a pastor, and I'm good with it because I get a larger audience. I mean, families can actually come hear my show, and most people be. I just wanted to share with you. Everyone usually say, "Wait a minute, what is this first original African American king? What is that about?" Oh, Mike, Mike,
I'm here.
Mike. When
Yes.
when that came about, people were like, "What the what? Excuse you?" I'm like, "Calm down." I Everybody knows when you go to the history, when they took these slaves from Africa, they had kings and queens. I'm an African American. Slaves, I'm a descendant of slaves. So I have a right to that. So I call it, out of being too religious, I usually say source or your higher self, or that with each of us having that power in us, we are human and we're divine.
Mm,
And if
that's
we
interesting.
figure out how to blend the two, you can literally be, do, and have anything you want. So I am the first original African American king. And there will be a coronation and all of that, and plus some, because I have created that. That's how I come in the world to be and create. So a lot of people, well, how you become royalty? I said, I don't need no permission to be royalty. If I come from the creator, and the creator and I are one, Peanut Gallery, I really don't need your approval.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we are listening. That's right. So, and that is truly amazing. And we totally agree with you as well, too. So, I mean, you got a great story right there, and rightfully so. And also, another thing that came up as well, too, you've been involved with music as well. One of the things that really stood out, you played the sax in Lauryn Hill's That Thing video. And tell us about that. What was it like playing with Lauryn Hill, especially in that video?
Well, it was wonderful. Being in the Screen Actors Guild, a member, the union send you on these jobs, So I did the audition, and next thing you know, I got the job. So I was hanging out with the great Lauryn Hill. I was like, "Whoa! Oh my God! I'm hanging out with Lauryn Hill! Oh my God!" And she was just so cool. And needless to say, that thing, what was so creative about that piece. It was the black and white screen. Remember that?
I remember.
With
Yes,
that
that's
heavy
right.
bass line, boom, 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 boom. Oh my, that thing. Oh, it was a party. We did it in I think in Fort Hamilton, up in Harlem, Fort Hamilton. It was just a party, and it was wonderful. So I still get hits on that. People calling up, well, I didn't know you play saxophone. And I saw you on the video. And I'm like, yeah, I'm on the video.
You know something? I think I'd like to have you back on. You could play some sax for us. It's like I can have you back on for that. We'll talk, with some of your mind tuning philosophy and some of the subjects, and play the saxophone tune, play clean comedy. I would love that. How about you?
Well, hey, we got to make it happen.
Okay.
Yes, it would be great. And I think you saw one of the other photos. I was with Carlos Santana. I played on Spanish Mona Lisa. Him and Rob Thomas did that together.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's just wonderful to be able to be an artist, to be able to share love, art, and I'm just a little biased. I think the artists are the best people in the whole universe. We're putting love in the world, and I didn't really, between you and I didn't really have that great understanding or that value of how important the artist was, because I came up in a family like, really, get a real job. You want to be an actor? I mean, get a real job. I came up in that era, so I was like, but when I understood, if it wasn't for the artists in the Dark Ages, civilization would have been lost. If it wasn't for the poets and the theater, I said, whoa. That's when I said, no, we need to really honor our artists in society and in the world. So you're an artist. What you do, artists can come in so many different forms, expression form. You're an artist. What you do it with art. You do it with love. You do it with professionalism. You do it with clarity and vital information. And you have to be creative to put all of that together. I'm listening to you doing the commercials. I'm like, you better be an artist to be able to do all of that.
Well, I got saying one thing. It's my job. I've had over 900 great guests, including yourself, King Melvin. If I didn't know how to do that, I'd be fired from my job. It's not myself. It'd be the fans and the guests. I'd be out of a job if I did not know how to do that. I'm glad you said that.
Oh, no, I'm just giving credit to what credit is due. I've been in radio for a long time. I know what it takes to make it look easy. Newsflash, it's not.
Exactly. And of course, you have to butt in on every single time as well, too. And like you're playing some Lauryn Hill, you're mixing in with Paul Simon, Newsflash. And it's like, you got to bust out. It's like you got do things on the fly, too. And of course, speaking of radio, you've been in the Caribbean radio show. You got Mind Tuning Radio and also Entrepreneur. Something, we'll talk about that. But first, you listen to the Mike Wagner Show at the MikeWagnerShow.com, powered by Sonic Web Studios. Visit online at SonicWebStudios.com for all your needs. Also brought to you by our official sponsor of the Mike Wagner Show, international warring author Mia Molson's The Missing, available on Amazon and paperback and ebook. We'll be back with the multi-talented, world's only African-American king, guru, minister, and more, King Melvin Brown, after this time.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. It talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamotionzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Hey, this is Ray Powers, and boy, are you in luck. Right place, right time. Tuned in to the Mike Wagner Show. You heard me.
We're back with the amazingly multi-talented King Melvin Brown here on the Mike Wagner Show. Of course, words only African-American king, guru, minister, also founder of Mind Tuning Philosophy, Foundation of Youth Teachings, and more. And of course, we get into the radio business. You've been a host of a Caribbean radio show, and you also involved in the project and founder of Mind Tuning Radio. And tell us more about that. This sounds amazing.
Well, thank you. Caribbean Radio was out of Brooklyn, and development called the Restoration Building in Brooklyn, Bed-Stuy. Yeah, it's a very famous building. The Billie Holiday Theater is in that building.
Wow,
in Brooklyn.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was like the only African American on it was a Caribbean station, so I was the only African American, in the lineup. So I guess they wanted some variety. So I had a show that only upcoming art. It was called Upcoming Artists.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. If you was already heard, I wasn't interested in playing you. I always had a feeling in the importance of upcoming music, original music. That's why I did that show, and it's very, very successful. Now I'm creating my own affiliate with King and Queen Radio, Brooklyn station. So I'm very proud of that station. The owner of that station is Zena Palin. She's done great work over there with that station. So she saw some skills that I had, and she was able to promote me to general manager over there.
Nice. That's nice. Love it. Congrats.
Yeah. So I'm so thankful for her being able to see that I was worthy to bring some good, I would say, some good quality to the station, because I'm in charge. She did very well with the music part of it. I'm the talk show part of it. So I'm developing the talk show part of the King and Queen Radio Brooklyn station, and my affiliate would be King Melvin Mind Tuning Radio. So it's a great undertaking. We just did amazing. The radio station had their own float and
nice.
The dance festival parade.
Mm-hmm.
The 65th Dance Festival parade, and we did the Puerto Rican parade.
Oh, nice.
So I'm very excited about that. We getting ready to do a magazine release party. I'm also a partner in a magazine, New York Global Biz. I'm very excited about that. So we definitely got an event coming up in Harlem at one of the most oldest associations in America, called the New Amsterdam Music Association.
Nice.
In Harlem. It's I think it was built in 1904. It was established in 1904. At that time, Local 802 didn't want didn't want people of color in the union.
Mm-hmm.
So UB Blake, Duke Ellington, all the big guys back in jazz, they set up this association, and so the building still stands. And so I'm doing an event there this Friday, the 26th, August the 26th, the magazine release party I'm doing there, and also the Sceenager new TV show that I'm producing.
Nice.
So that's going to be off. Anybody that comes, they'll be able to when they pay $30, they'll be able to get a copy of the magazine, and plus they'll have access to being part of the TV taping. It's going to be bananas. It's going to be unbelievable. And Sceenagers, we branded that because people of my 55 and up, we don't want to be called baby boomers, seniors, so we said let's make it cool. Because see, Mike, I already know you cool like that. So we coined it teenagers. Mike,
Teenagers. I love that one. Teenagers. I'm glad you created that. I'm gonna start using that from now on. Teenagers. I love it.
Well, we talked to our attorneys before. It took us almost a year to lock it down, so it's ours. And so we said, teenagers / you still have it. So so you're going to have to come. You're going to have to be on our show because how old are you, Mike, if you don't mind me saying?
Well, you know something, since you hit upon the 55 as well, too, I'm going to come out and say that I am basically that 2 years shy away and maybe a year and a half away from being the big 6-0, if that gives you any idea.
Wow, the big 6-0, Mike. You're a teenager. You got to get your membership card.
Oh, definitely. I'm working on it right now as we speak. In fact, I'm writing some stuff down, and I'm also getting my information on the phone as well, too. So, you know, pay attention, fans. We're doing this right here. So we're doing as we speak. So.
Wow. So it's going to be a show, you know, letting everybody dedicated to the seniors market. That's who we're going to be talking to, and letting all of the young people know. Now, even if Beyonce manager called me and said, "Yo, King Melvin, we want to get on the show," I said, "Listen, now you know we love Beyonce, but she's not quite a teenager, so she really don't qualify to be on the show, you know. But she can support us, but because between you and I, we're going to have major signatures because I have a lot of people that sung with Count Basie, Duke Ellington." And just because of their age, they still got it. They sing like canaries and they're starving. Oh, yeah. They can't get any work because of their age. So we're going to have petitions to send to Washington in the millions and say, wow, listen, Hollywood, stop it. Because we're also creating a seniors union to make sure that we do not get discriminated because of our age. You still got, we're not talking, we know the people that's don't have good health. We're not talking about them. We're talking about the Mikes. Why do Mike Wagner can't get these Hollywood gigs and all of this kind of stuff? Because, whoa, it shouldn't be about just the young people because we still got it.
That's right. I mean, you and I really do have it. I got to say that. It's like, and I definitely love to have you back on and also talk more about that. In the meantime, where can we find Mind Tuning Radio? Also, you know, the King Melvin Brown Show, and also find your magazine. Where can we find all your stuff at, and how can we tune in?
Well, Ella Shapiro is our entertainment editor. Eileen, you know Eileen.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yes.
Amazing. And so is Jimmy.
Yes, she is in our magazine. She's our entertainment editor, and she'll lock you into all this because that's how we got to this great show.
That's certainly amazing as well, too. Once again, we're with King Melvin Brown here on the Mike Wagner Show. And also, too, we should not forget you've got an upcoming book as well. And tell us a bit about that.
Oh, I'm excited about this book. I mean, it's gonna talk about my best subject is just going to be about how we as human beings can be all we can be. How you can tune your mind and be able to just not do average and ordinary things. I believe in the magic. I talk a lot about magic. I talk a lot about the imagination because that's an underserved device. Our imagination, if we really think about it, everything we experience in the human experience came from the imagination.
Yes. Right here. That's right. Yes.
Yes. So I'm going to be talking about, yes, no, magic is not make-believe. It's real. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to go into all kinds of experiences and really have people do a lot of meditation because I got a meditation philosophy and technique called the mind tuning meditation. Just 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, and you can tune your mind to amazing frequency. There's got a lot of different kind of meditations, but they're kind of complicated and this and that. I keep it very simple. Get the same results. So I'm excited when that book come out. you will definitely, Eileen Shapiro will let you know, because I'm so excited about really being able to let everybody know how great and powerful they are. The human being is probably the most undertapped resource in our experience called life.
Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. And of course, we're definitely looking forward to that. And of course, a few more things, King Melvin, besides what you got going on. What else can we expect from you in 2022 and beyond, even 2023, perhaps?
Well, you will definitely know that the Teenager television show going to be on major networks. Also, you can know for a fact that you'll be able to have mind tuning. The Mind Tuning Institute we're building at as we speak. There will be a building where you'll be able to take all these great courses. Also, all of my original songs. I'm a singer-songwriter. I will have my major songs out there in the world, and it's all about love. And also, I'm in the process of creating a Broadway show. So it's a lot that's unfolding as we speak. So I am excited about what's ahead. And I have to say, I am so moved about this great country called the United States of America. I've traveled the world over. I have to say, even with its so-called problems, this is the great country that I've ever experienced. It's wonderful.
And certainly is amazing too. And we're very happy for it as well. And also, who do you consider biggest influence in your career?
Oh, my biggest influence, I would have to say, the Nation of Islam. The Nation of Islam was the Black Muslims that taught me how to be a runaway, taught me from a runaway child to growing up to being a man.
Mm-hmm.
It was a military aspect of the Nation of Islam that taught me manhood. I must say it changed my life radically.
And certainly amazing as well. What a story. And what's the best advice you can give to anybody at this point?
Well, the best, try to understand that you came into the world with all the equipment you need for success. Try to meditate and understand all your answers are within you. Not so much answers outside of you. It does help, but the best answers are within you. So this is why I teach mind tuning, because when I teach you mind tuning, you'll be able to go in and find out all of the answers were always there, but we're just cut off from them.
Mm-hmm. And that's very good advice as well, too. Keep the mind tuned. Once again, we're with the multi-talented King Melvin Brown, world's only African-American king, guru, minister, also founder of Mind Tuning Philosophy, Foundation of Youth Teachings, and also radio host, entrepreneur, and more here on the Mike Wagner Show. King Melvin, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely fantastic. Learned a lot from you. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date. Keep in touch. Definitely love to have you back. Once again, tell us about your upcoming projects. What's your website? How do people contact you, or can people purchase, check out your books, or check out your works and everything else?
All right. Well, thanks for having me again. And I would like to interview you on my show. So you have an open invitation for that. And contact is Eileen Shapiro. So if you want to know anything about my websites and my mind tuning philosophies, she is definitely the contact. So I'm just grateful that she's our entertainment editor. Brilliant as all get out of here. So thank you for having me.
And you're certainly amazing as well, too, King Melvin. Again, a very big thank you for your time. You've been absolutely amazing, learned a lot. Looking forward to having you again soon. Make sure you keep us up to date, keep in touch, laugh you back, and definitely wish you all the best. And most definitely, you have a great future ahead of you.
Thank you. Have a good night.
The Mike Wagner Show is powered by Sonic Web Studios. If you're looking to start or upgrade your online presence, visit www.sonicwebstudios.com for all of your online needs. Call 1-800-303-3960 or visit us online at www.sonicwebstudios.com to get started today. Mention the Mike Wagner Show and get 20% off your project. Sonic Web Studios. Take your image to the next level.
Hey everybody, my name is Forbes Riley, and I'm an American actress and a TV host. And I was delighted when I got my copy of Missing, which is Extraordinary Relation of Ordinary People based on a real life relationship. It's well written. It's amazing. You know, it talks about a man who has lost his wife and his daughter, and it's very well done. I'm going to highly recommend that you go get your copy of Missing. It is a powerful, exciting read. Mr. Mian Moshe Zia. He is the author of Missing. And I want to give a big shout out and a kiss all the way halfway around the world to my dear friend. Check him out at Mia's website. It's called www.miamosenzea.com. Missing, available on Amazon. Again, I'm Forbes Riley, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to The Mike Wagner Show. Brought to you by international award-winning author Mia Mohsen-Zia of Missing, and powered by Sonic Web Studios. Be sure to join us again on over 40 podcast platforms, and of course on the MikeWagnerShow.com, HamiltonRadio.net, and Diamonds FM. Don't forget to support our program with a generous donation at the MikeWagnerShow.com. Thanks for listening.